Stephen, are you comfortable?
Good to go.
All right, I'm going to give it till there it goes. Smithville Board of Alderman meeting is now called to order. Please stand and join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Item number 3 on the agenda is the public hearing for the annexations of Lot 4, 12, and 34 Lakeside Crossings. We can do these all as one, right? Do we have to do an individual public hearing for each one? Linda or Jack?
You can do one public hearing for all of them.
Okay, thank you. I'll go ahead and open the public hearing. Do we have anybody here to comment on these tonight? All right, I will go ahead and close the public hearing. Thank you all for attending the public hearing. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Mr. Mayor, move to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Alderman Sarver? A second. Any discussion? Everybody got Linda's email with the updated minutes, right? Cool. All those in favor of approving the consent agenda say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next item is committee reports. I think the only thing we have is parks, right? And Alderman Chevalier is not here, so I can provide that update. Parks meeting was really 2 items that were discussed. One was proposed use of parkland by Humphrey's Bar and Grill for a seating structure, deck, and outdoor seating. That's going to go to Main Street this month, right, Cynthia? Third Thursday of the month, I believe.
Yes, it'll go there.
Yeah, for them to discuss, and then if they're okay with it, our next step would be planning and zoning, right? Since it's a parks amenity.
We'll actually bring it to the board prior to that to get board direction as to the next step they want to proceed with.
Okay, and then yeah, so we would have that sometime probably in May or so. And then the other thing we talked a lot about, and we were there for a while, is Parks Master Plan. I don't know if anybody got to get out to the parks and see those drawings. I think they've done a great job kind of capturing our, ideal state. Very minor things we asked to add to the proposals. It's going to be exciting to see what comes out of that. We had over 1,000 survey responses. That was 1,000 households, right, Matt and Cynthia?
Correct.
I reminded the Parks Board and the people that were at the meeting, that is more people than we had turn out for the election when we put Parks and Rec sales tax, Parks and Stormwater sales tax on the ballot. So that's a good amount of survey responses. As this board has always done, is we like to have stuff that is citizen-based input, so we got a lot of it. That's all I really had to report. So Cynthia, Ms. Wagner, do you have anything to report for City Administrator's report?
A few items, and just to piggyback on your comment about the Parks and Rec Master Plan, in addition to the survey opportunities, the portals are still active on the Parks and Recreation website and Facebook page. Connections to the portal for the plan. Really good discussion boards out there, and would encourage folks to take a look at that and be involved and promote that as well. Most of the information that I won't go into great detail tonight is included in your report. Wanted to confirm the May 27th Board of Aldermen retreat. We are working to confirm Paradise Point Golf Course as the location for that. And as soon as we have that confirmed for you all, we'll let you know, but that will be Thursday, May 27th. A reminder of the ribbon cutting for the Main Street Trail tomorrow at 11 a.m. And that ribbon cutting will be held on the kind of almost the easternmost end of the trail where the bike rack and water station and bench were installed near the Parks and Recreation facility. A couple of upgrades with regard to updates regarding Parks and Recreation. Smithsport Park Campground opened last Thursday, the 1st of April, and it felt a little like an April Fool's joke. I don't think it was much of a joke for Matt and his staff. We had switched platforms for registration software, and as you all know, registration begins on the morning of April 1st for the whole season. The platform that we used, we're very happy with and continue to be happy with it. It just happened that there was an issue with the third-party credit card processing, and we had significant issues in communicating with folks and getting the reservations booked. That was working with the vendors for the software and them working with the credit card platform. We were able to get those fixed by about mid-morning, and staff working with the vendor for the software, I think, have resolved all of those issues, but it was a bit of a rocky start. And that started really the day before, when staff started opening up the restroom at both the campground as well as the other Parks and Recreation restroom facilities, to find that while we had winterized all of our equipment, including the faucets and sinks that had new touchless features on them, one thing we did not know in the touchless features, there is a part within those that does accumulate water. And if you don't disconnect those, kind of like disconnecting your house hose, you could potentially have freezing pipes or frozen areas, and all of our touchless faucets were affected and froze. We have replacement parts on order and hope to have those installed as quickly as possible. We'll be working with Lexington Plumbing to get that installation done. And what we will probably do for those replacement parts is look at CARES funding to replace that, since they are touchless and it's replacing that equipment. On a good note, however, I'm excited to note that Matt has worked with some local lawn mowing companies and obtained bids, and we are, much like what we did with snow plowing this past season, we're going to take a test run of contract mowing. Matt has been able to find a contract within my spending authority, and we will 26 mows this season. So basically on a weekly basis, we'll have the downtown area mowed. That will include City Hall, the Senior Center, the Courtyard, Remembrance Park, Hawthorne Park, and Emerald Ridge. Did I get all those right, Matt? I think that's all of them, isn't it?
The schoolhouse.
And the schoolhouse, thank you. Yeah, so all of the downtown areas and the two parks closest there. Basically, the larger parks where we have recreation going on, our staff will mow. But we're pleased to be able to use that as a way to complement and enhance staff work and allow them to get some other work done and allow a contractor to complete that work. I will stand for questions if anybody has questions on any of that information or anything else.
Yeah, only one thing, Cynthia, missed is no planning and zoning next week, so we're not going to have finance committee. We'll do the 6-month finance committee budget update in May.
Thank you for that reminder. I knew when we spoke about that on the way home, I would forget it. We said that, didn't we?
So Alderman Wilson, I'll see you in May. 6-month budget update, right?
I guess if you want me there, I'll be there.
I need you there.
Careful what you ask for.
I know. All right. Any
Hey,
questions?
before you move on, going back to Parks and Rec for a moment, since I won't be around to comment as a board member. I loved the presentation by Humphreys, and hope that that gets strong consideration.
Thank you. You can still come in public comment.
Oh, you better believe it.
There
I'm going to wear my Alderman out.
you go. He's not here tonight. I think you already wore him out. Anyway, moving on. Any other comments? Everybody good? Now to the fun part of the agenda. Item number 7. Alderman Blumker.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 289321, rezoning 15901 North 169th Highway for second reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
So moved.
Thank you, Alderman Atkins. And Linda, do we have any public comment for this one?
We have someone on, but I'm not sure if they're for this one or not.
Somebody is on the phone. Phone number ends in 2298. Are you here for public comment?
Yes,
Hi, and it's for the rezoning on 169 highway?
yes.
Okay, please state your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes to address the board. Thank you.
Tamara Harrop. My address is 100 West Summit Street, Smithville, Missouri. My concerns, as I had stated to you last week when I talked to you, Mayor Boley, was I did not receive a notice of public hearing, and last Alderman session, the Zoom information I received was incorrect, and so I wasn't able to participate in that. I spoke with you about some of these things of a large development that you had said y'all have rules, regulations regarding the natural barriers, light not leaving the property, and those kinds of things, which set my mind at ease. I spoke with Mr. Talley about some of those same kind of things, and that he assured me it's going to be a very nice development, and that the neighborhood, all of the R1 residential that does adjoin to this property that's being considered for rezoning, a large majority of it is R1, single family homes. Yes, there is frontage to 169. This rezoning, the property to be rezoned, adjoins my property on 3 sides. That after all of talking with you and talking with him, my only real concern left is the traffic. That my driveway that we currently use is part of that. We have used that for the last 16 years. That it is a little strip that runs in between me and my neighbor that leads to that property. Mr. Talia said they're not sure whether they're going to use that or not. They do have sufficient frontage to 169, and he has bought an adjoining property to connect to commercial. What kind of restrictions, I guess, would be implemented for construction traffic through this neighborhood would be my only concern that's left after all the other talking is through our little, narrow street here. Would we see significant construction traffic leading to that property, even though it has lots of access on 169 and now access on commercial as well?
Thank you. Jack, I don't know if you can address that, but from looking at that road, I don't know that they'd want to bring equipment in on a stone bridge off a summit, but Jack, you might be able to.
Yes, yeah, Mr. Mayor. Most of those determinations as to where the construction traffic needs to go, et cetera, will be at the actual hearings associated with any final design that comes forward. They will have to come back through the Planning Commission and the Board of Aldermen with their actual design and layout. When that occurs, that's when that process and those questions will be answered. So there's a whole nother process.
It sounds like we have some future opportunities to discuss that right now. Since there's no site plan, it would really just be the rezoning for now. So, and we'll make sure that we get those notices. And I know Linda now has your contact info as well to make sure she gets that link to you in the future as well.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. Any questions or discussion from the board? Hello, Dan Jr. All right, clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier. Oh, sorry, he's absent. Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Uladol,
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance changing the zoning classifications or districts of certain lands located in the city of Smithville, Missouri, and entering into a development agreement.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is number 8. Alderman Blumker.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve bill number 2894-21, rezoning 319 East Main Street for second reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this one? And no public comment. I don't see anyone else on, correct? All right, clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Uladol,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance changing the zoning classifications or districts of certain lands located in the city of Smithville, Missouri, and entering into a development agreement.
Thank you. Number 10, we're going to have 2 readings. Alderman Blumker.
What about number 9?
9.
Sorry, number 9.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve item number 9, bill number 2895-21, amending section 610.110 non-permanent vendor for second reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on this one? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderman Uladol,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
5-0.
Thank you, Ms. Wagner. Please read the bill.
An ordinance repealing ordinance section 610.110 festival, non-permanent and fireworks vendors, and replacing it with a new ordinance section 610.110 festival, non-permanent and fireworks vendors.
Thank you. Now on to number 10 and Alderman Blumker.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 2896-21, agreements with MoDOT for first reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on this one? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Uladol,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill for the first reading.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to execute agreements with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission for improvements to Highway 169 and 188th Street in the city of Smithville, consisting of pavement improvements, shoulder additions, lane widening, turn lanes, site distance drainage improvements, and relocation of the city's water main.
Thank you. Number 10, second reading, Alderman Blumker.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 2896-21, agreements with MoDOT for second reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Uladol,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins. He's pros.
He has indicated that he's having some issues. Can you give us a thumbs up? Will that work, Linda?
Yeah,
If he can hear us. Hey, there we go.
Aye.
Thanks, Barb.
There you go.
There we go.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
5-0.
Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to execute agreements with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission for improvements to Highway 169 and 188th Street in the city of Smithville, consisting of pavement improvements, shoulder additions, lane widening, turn lanes, site distance, drainage improvements, and relocation of the city's water main.
Thank you. Number 11 also has 2 readings. First one, please, Alderman Blumker.
Mr. Mayor, I appreciate you putting 2 emergency ordinance on, knowing my love of these. So I move to approve bill number 2897-21, FY21 budget amendment number 4 for first reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? I mean, the MoDOT one I had to, man. I'm sorry.
No, these are appropriate.
Yeah. Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill for the first reading.
An ordinance amending the fiscal year 21 operating budget to add $100,000 to the expenditure budget.
Thank you. Second reading, please. Motion to approve. Alderman Blumker.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 2897-21, FY21 budget amendment number 4 for second reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Looks like Marv's back to not frozen. So clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
5-0.
Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance amending the fiscal year 21 operating budget to add $100,000 to the expenditure budget. And I'll just say that Stephen gets the brownie points for the shorter ordinance than the ones Chuck just had me read.
He's also way chillaxed in a recliner. Number 12 on the agenda, please.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 2898-21, annexation lot 4, Lakeside Crossing.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? I want to thank staff, and I know Jack's been very involved in these to get these taken care of, so appreciate it. I know we still got a couple others, but thanks for getting these taken care of. So clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins, Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance annexing certain adjacent territory into the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Thank you. Number 13, please.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 2899-21, annexation lot 12, Lakeside Crossing.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance annexing certain adjacent territory into the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Thank you. Next item is number 14.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 2900-21, annexation lot 34, Lakeside Crossing.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Plumker,
Aye.
Ms. Wagner, please.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance annexing certain adjacent territory into the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Thank you. Next item is number 15.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 2901-21, amending Schedule 7 stop signs.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Did anyone run it when it was put up temporarily? You don't have to ask that. Answer that. All right, clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Plumker,
Aye to the resolution, not to the mayor's question.
Alderman Yulidol,
I did not.
Alderwoman Wilson,
I may have.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance amending Schedule 7 stop signs of the Code of Ordinances.
Thank you. Next item is number 16.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve bill number 2902-21, amending the facility use policy.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins. I think he's froze again.
It looks like it's a thumbs up.
Yeah. 5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance repealing the public use facility policy and enacting in its place a new public use facility policy.
Thank you. Next item is number 17.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 903, amending the schedule of fees.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Aye.
Mark, definitely frozen. All those in favor of approving resolution 903, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item is number 18.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 904, award bid number 21-06 for Highland Sewer Project.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 904, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Chuck, go fix some sewers. Next item is number 19.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 905, award bid number 21-09, street maintenance asphalt overlay.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? I think most of these are up in Ward 1, right? So let's take care of that. All right. All those in favor of approving resolution 905, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item, number 20.
Mr. Mayor, it gives me pleasure to request approval of resolution 906, addendum to city administrator's contract.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 906, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item is number 21.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 907, amending the 2020-2021 compensation plan.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 907, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item, number 22.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 908, special event permit for the Lake Festival.
Thank you. Second.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 908, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item is number 23.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 909, temporary liquor license.
Thank you. Do you have a second?
Second.
Alderman Wilson, second. Any discussion? Any public comment, Linda? No? Anyone from the committee here? All right. All those in favor of approving resolution 909, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item is resolution 910.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 910, special event request for the Missouri 200th statehood anniversary.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 910, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I'll excuse myself from the rest of the meeting.
I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, next item is number 25.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 911, special event permit for wine and walk.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Sarah Ulidahl is here representing CHOPS and the Main Street District. If you have any questions. All those in favor of approving resolution 911, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item is number 26.
Mr. Mayor, move to approve resolution 912, temporary liquor license.
Thank you. You have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 912, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Any public comment? No? I know next meeting is the last for this board. We have a lot of things on the agenda prior to swearing new folks in. I think Alderwoman Wilson needs a copy of every bill and resolution we've passed as well to add to her wall. She can wallpaper half her house with it, I think. But anyway, appreciate you guys. And any new business?
Mr. Mayor, point of personal privilege, if I might, since this is our last full meeting.
Sure.
I just want to take a moment and thank the entire board for the work that we've done, and the prior boards who, with their hard work, have allowed us to do quite a bit. To drive through town and see so many people on the new Main Street Trail and see the folks enjoying our beautiful downtown, shopping at Price Chopper and the other things that we've been able to bring in town in 4 short years. It can't be done without the strong support of a board and prior boards setting things up, but most importantly, the dedicated staff who work every day tirelessly to make it all happen. So thank you all and appreciate everything you've done.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to second what Jeff just said. I know when I've talked, when I've talked with staff, it's look what has been accomplished in 4 short years. But as Jeff just said, that was set up for us in order to move the city forwards. And it's just really emotional, really, to drive through and see everything that has happened. And I know it took a lot of hard work by staff to keep everything going, because we said we were really going to roll forwards at a fast pace, and they accomplished it. So thank you.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't get the symbolism of cutting the ribbon tomorrow, that's the day we certified those election results. The only board member not on this meeting that was there was Alderman Holbert as part of that board, and then the prior 3 aldermen that were and the former mayor that certified those results. But in 3 years, we've delivered all the projects that were on that ballot initiative. And that would have been Saturday that the election was, and then we certified those results on the following Friday, which is the anniversary date tomorrow. So we've done a lot in 3 years. So appreciate everything Jeff and Melissa have done, and staff, and don't worry, I'll still bug you to help out on things. And we'll do some formal recognition between now and the next meeting too. So anything else? I will only entertain a motion to adjourn from Alderman Wilson or Alderman Blumker tonight.
I'll defer.
Mr. Mayor, I move to adjourn.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of adjourning say aye.
Aye.
Bye.
All opposed say no. We stand adjourned. Appreciate it all.